had forgotten my ATM pin, and I live in a cash-only neighborhood, north of the park, so it presented a problem. I had tried everything. 4266. 1246. 6412. 2466. These were numbers that felt familiar on the keypad, but always ended up eliciting nothing more than a printed receipt from the machine stating, "Invalid PIN." My wallet now held 8 or 9 of these receipts, lining my wallet walls like so much phony money. I felt like a child and could not figure out what was wrong with me. I went to all of my favorite spots, hoping that the routine locations would stir something in me. They did not. I stood there, attempting time and again a new arrangement of the same numbers I was certain would eventually get me my money, but I was always left standing there, looking at these small pieces of paper, confusion on my face. I'm sure everyone in the Bodegas believed I was one of those trust fund kids who slums in the barrio who has just found out the easy money had run dry and or whose parents had finally cut him off in the hopes of forcing me into the real world, the one where people actually have to keep track of their bank balances, which can often result in the phrase, insufficient funds, mocking the card holder, with the coldness typical of a machine. I was not, nor have ever been, one of those people. The next 3 corners offered little comfort nor a moment of proud eureka and the resulting prize of $60. I am surprised that I did not find a way to form a word out of the digits of my pen. I am the kind of person who always can equate letters as numbers and vice versa. As a child, I enjoyed creating secret codes using numbers to form words, beginning with the usual 1A, 2B bit of business gradually graduating into more esoteric formulations. Why had I not even thought to do that for this? Was it my general aversion to 4-letter words? My thought that the numbers themselves were so perfectly obvious as to not warrant such systematic memorization? I then thought, perhaps the bank has picked up on this person attempting all sorts of different numbers at ATMs and has blocked any ATM from being receptive to my card account? That, it seemed, was entirely possible. I went back through all of my receipts for any sign of variance in message. Invalid PIN, invalid PIN, invalid PIN, invalid PIN, PIN error, PIN error. Believing I had found the cause left me with a certain amount of relief until I realized that it was merely the different ATM's way of saying the same thing. I did not know my PIN. It was at this exact moment that I felt my entire identity drift down the drain. I lurched my way to the sidewalk, the rain pouring down like numbers to me. Everyone walking past, I envisioned, was perfectly content. Their wallets full of the stuff mine was significantly lacking. Even children, I could tell by their bags of candy and soda, had at least something in their pockets. They could, and would, walk into any store on any corner and make an adult-like transaction. For all I was worth, I couldn't even buy a pack of gum. I knew I couldn't go home, so empty-handed, hungry, and hurt. I knew I would only walk around the apartment, fuming, forgetting every number I knew, as if a numerical black hole had somehow formed within me. I'd forget birth dates, phone numbers. I believe I might not even find my own correct street number to even get home. I remembered how, when needing to confirm my address to the pharmacist at the drugstore, I would often stumble for a second. I knew so many numbers. This had been a long time coming, I thought. I decided to walk south, to the park, where at least I knew something. The rain would have, by then, made the ground soft and wet and familiar. Something like flesh, lived in,